That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we do for a living now. That what we do for a living now, we cannot possibly cause interest to occur. But what we can do is find small threads of interest and amplify it. What we can do is find the disconnected and connect them. That is our mission as marketers, as people who care now. But before we can unfold and unpack all of that, we need to learn to re-see what's going on around us, because when the world changes, sometimes we become blind. And so my job today is to help you learn to see the world differently, in a way that makes it so you can't unsee it, because we're living in a revolutionary time. This can be very expensive to get wrong. And the reason is simple, because they saw what was possible. I had a cloudy vision because I saw what I knew how to do. They had a blank slate and they said, what should we do? I said, what do I already know how to make? I didn't see. And the reason I didn't see, the reason you don't see, the reason our companies don't see is because we've been blinded by success. Henry Ford made us all rich. Henry Ford pioneered and perfected productivity and scientific management. Henry Ford went to the workers of Detroit and he said, men, if you're used to making 50 cents a day, I will pay you $5 a day to come work for me. How could he possibly pull that off? How could he afford to give people a 10x raise in one day? The answer is simple, the assembly line. Do your job faster than you did it yesterday. So we took the idea of the assembly line and we spread it everywhere we possibly could, in every industry. The idea was, do what you did yesterday, do it faster, do it cheaper, go, go, go. It doesn't matter whether you have unfortunate juxtapositions now and then. What matters is this: the person you work for, the shareholders you work for, the people around you, keep saying the same four-letter word again and again. And that four-letter word is more. Get me more market share. Get me more customers. Get me more shelf space. We've got a factory. It knows how to do its job. It knows how to make insurance policies. It knows how to make electronic devices. It knows how to make whatever it is we make. It doesn't matter what people want. We want them to want what we have. So you, marketer, take this money and go get me more. Which leads to this: average products for average people. Well, this is your challenge. You are busy trying to sell something that solves a problem people don't think they have. And if you're showing up trying to sell something that people don't think they need, they're not going to listen to you. That's a challenge. And when the internet doesn't exist, it's no big deal. You go to the brand you know. But now we've got this thing called sort by price. You put in your neighborhood, sort by price. Here's 20 hotels. They're all the same. Take the cheap one. That sentence, they're all the same, take the cheap one, is a real threat to you and the work you do. You know what a purple cow is? Only one thing: remarkable. And remarkable means worth making a remark about. It is not up to you. It's up to us about whether we're going to remark about what you made. And if we remark about what you made, you know what happens? The spam filters all go away. The remote controls don't matter. The word spreads. The network builds. You gain trust and connection. So, how much time are you spending making something worth talking about, as opposed to meeting spec? You have been to this meeting where the sales guy says, whoa, whoa, we just need to lower our price, because if we're the cheapest, we'll be able to grow. Fortunately, the CFO speaks up and she says, don't do that, that's a race to the bottom. And the problem with the race to the bottom is we might win. Worse, we might come in second. That doesn't help. So some wise guy says, all right, let's raise the price a few bucks. Because if we raise the price a few bucks, our margins will go up. But the head of marketing says, can't do that. Our customers aren't stupid. They're not going to pay extra for the same thing. The only option is to be the only one. When you are the only one, people will cross the street. People will wait in line. People will proudly talk about what they bought from you. The price isn't the point. But how can you possibly be the only one? The answer is we must go back to understand how the legend of Icarus, the myth of Icarus, got under our skin. What is this myth about? It is about obeying your father. It is about doing what you are told. is about not getting uppity. It's about the opposite of hubris. The astonishing thing about the story is they changed it in 1850. If you look in the library and look in the old books, that's not what the myth used to say. What it used to say is all of what I just told you, plus the following sentence. More important, my son, do not fly too low, because if you fly too low, the mist and the waves will weigh down your wings and you will surely perish. They took that part out. And the reason they took it out is because they want us to obey. They want us to fit in. They want us to do what we're told because that's what makes the industrial economy work. So if you visit Kenya, one phrase you might hear is the word sawubona. And sawubona means, I see you. It means, I know you are here. I know who you are. I respect you. I am willing to engage with you. Is there anything our customers want more than sawubona? To be seen, to be known, to be people? If we are willing to extend ourselves this way, we get the chance for enrollment. Enrollment means, yes, I want to go on this journey with you. Enrollment means, I will follow your lead. Enrollment means you're not doing marketing to me, it means you're doing it with me. So why is this so hard? Something's gone on that made it so hard for us to be human, to stand out, to be creative, to have a new idea, right? And instead, we want the fear to go away. The fear is not going to go away, but we can learn to dance with it. That when we understand that it's our job to be creative, it's our job to speak a truth, it's our job to lead, we can organize to do it. The Finns are really good at doing their work, and now this is their work. That fear isn't the opposite of creativity. Creativity is the opposite of fear. That we don't have to act like sheep if we don't want to. So you may remember the great movie Singing in the Rain. And in the epic scene, Gene Kelly is singing and dancing up a storm with his whole heart. But until this moment, you probably didn't realize he had an umbrella the whole time. But it's not called singing with an umbrella. It's called singing in the rain. The rain is the point. The uncertainty is the point. The vulnerability is the point. That what I'm begging you to understand is our willingness to say, here, I made this, is universal. It's universal. There's no border around Finland that says we can't do this. Everybody here is already successful. There's no doubt about it. That's not the question. The question is, will you choose to matter?